All right, we're going to draw the wine glass first as a single view, then as a 3D model using the revolve command. So we're starting out in 2D view here. You can change your workspace in the bottom corner, but we're with drafting and annotate. And the first thing we're going to do is click on layer properties and make a construction layer. Our construction layer is going to be magenta, although you can choose almost any color you want. Magenta is very pleasant, so we're going with it. And we're going to draw a line straight across the bottom, 56 units long. Once we draw that line 56 units, we're going to go down to the bottom to make sure our midpoint is set in our object snap settings, which mine is. We're going to draw a line from the very front of it here, the midpoint there, straight up and down 170 units. It's the overall height. So we're now going to use the offset command so that we can move our vertical things into position. And the first offset we're going to do is 70. And it's right from this point here at the bottom straight up. We're going to hit enter twice to get back to the same offset command. Instead of selecting offset, it's a little quicker. And we're going to type in 60. And we're going to go from the 70 above. That gives us most of our key points. We're now going to offset 3 units from this center point out each way to give us the stem thickness of 6. And we're going to offset the bottom up 2 units. So these are most of our main points that we require. The other thing we're going to draw while we're in the construction layer is the circle that has a diameter, center diameter, and our center is at this location, up 60 from the 70. And the overall size of this in a dimension is 80. So that sets this up. We're going to switch back to our object layer, and now we're going to start to draw the wine glass into place. One of the first things we're going to do is we're going to select draw a line, and we're going to go from this intersection point. Oh, my nearest is on. I'm going to turn that off. From this intersection point right here. Oh, better turn intersection on. Straight down to the top of the bottom of the wine glass, to the top of the bottom, around the bottom of the wine glass, and back up to our 70 line. So that gives us the stem part of the glass. It does have a curve with a radius of 10 down here at the bottom. So if we go to fillet and we select radius, we can type in 10 and enter, and then just click the 2 lines we want to join, and the radius we've told it will appear. So there's the stem of our glass. We need to do the top of the glass, so we're going to draw a circle off to the side, center radius, and it's going to have a radius of 60. We're then going to make sure our quadrant is set in our object snap settings here, quadrant, and we're going to just move this radius of 60 circle from the quadrant of that one to the quadrant of that one. We're going to draw a line from the very top of the glass straight out, and now we can trim the unneeded section. Now, to finish off the glass at the bottom, we notice that it joins with a curve with a radius of 15. So once again, fillet command, click radius, type 15, and we'll join those 2 lines. It's a little tough to see with our construction lines in place, so one of the joys of using them is being able to turn them off. So you go to the light, turn them off, and we're going to use the mirror command and select this part of the glass, go to the bottom midpoint, straight down, and press enter. We do have to trim a little excess on this line because when they joined originally with the fillet, it took it away. When we copied it over, it left it there. So there's our wine glass as a single view. Once again, the construction lines really helped us make it, but we're going to copy it to the side. So we're going to go to the copy command, select the whole thing. Copy command, and just move it to the side. We're then going to draw a line from the very bottom all the way to the top. This is going to be used to cut our wine glass in half. So we can use the trim command and just get rid of the junk we don't want. You can also use erase if it's a little quicker. You just want to make sure you erase the right parts. And then when we get to this section here, we're going to go to offset 2 and enter. So we're going to offset everything in 2 inches to give the glass a bit of thickness. We're going to use the extend command to just extend this line upwards and then trim off the unwanted part of the glass at the top. We're going to go down here to the bottom and go fillet, and we have to readjust the radius back to 0. Click the 2 lines we want joined. And then we're going to actually use the join command to turn it from a bunch of line segments into one solid unit. So now we're going to switch using our workspace setting to 3D modeling. We're going to change it from 2D wireframe. I recommend you go to realistic. My screen's not very good. I'm going shades of gray for myself for right now. When you do that, you're able to go up to the second box over. Instead of extrude, you're going to go revolve, and you can just click on the object since it's joined. Press enter, choose the inside corner, go straight down, click, and press enter, and it rotates the glass right into shape. All of a sudden, you got a 3D wine glass. Now, the reason I wanted you in realistic, I'll switch to realistic right now. If you type RMAT or realistic material, you get this box that pops up and allows us to add color or texture to our object. So I'm going to go to the AutoCAD Autodesk library and look for glass. I'm going to find like a color of glass that I find nice. I'll go with this yellow. So when I click on the wine glass, I can click on the color and it changes. Should change immediately. Hold on here. Hold on. Click. Well, that's about as good as you get to see on my screen. Anyway, give it a try. When you get it, do it again.